have been in very, very good form, winning all their last 4 games. Their last 5 games, they've just had a draw and 4 wins in a row. And they are at home this season. This
particular fixture.
So making them clear favorites to win this game. If anything should come by as a surprise, it's just meant to be about going to have a goal or 2. But I expect Real Madrid to win this game.
We're expecting Real Madrid to win this one. So by what score line, perhaps? Is it going to be a thrashing or is it going to be a bit tight?
It's not like it's going to be it's not going to be trash. Look at the last 5 games the Athletic Club has played. They've drawn 4 of those 5 games. They've drawn 4 of those 5 games. So which is why I am of the opinion that they're going to cause some trouble at the
Bernabeu.
At the back. Yeah, at the Bernabeu. So but I expect Real Madrid to ultimately win the fixture. Considering the fact that they are all in front of their fans, and that's going to just give them some kind of motivation, right? Athletic Bilbao has been a hard team to score against, right? Considering just 10 goals in the last 14 matches, right? So which is going to prove. So I don't see this game having more than 3 goals at the max, right? I expect Real Madrid, however, to steal a 2-0 win in the encounter.
Okay, let's see if Ala Madrid is going to be the sound we're going to be hearing after this particular game at the Bernabeu, where Real Madrid will be welcoming Athletic Club to their home at the Santiago Bernabeu. Let's now move on from the action in the La Liga. Let's go on to the Serie A, where Juventus were in action last night and they're back to winning ways. They lost over the weekend to Atalanta, but hey, they did beat Salernitana. What am I saying? 2-0. Yes, beg your pardon. Paulo Dybala returned to the side, and Massimiliano Allegri's men eventually did win this particular one. It could have been 3-0 actually, but there was a slip somewhere. Paulo Dybala missing that particular penalty for Juventus, but yeah, but no worries, so to speak. They eventually won, even though they're still in 7th position.
Okay. If Juventus didn't beat Salernitana, then who else do they want to beat, right? So they've been in horrendous form all season, right? They're trying to fight their way back to the top, right? This is not the Juventus that we know, right? At this stage of the season, still fighting at the middle of the table, right? It didn't come by any means. So I don't think we should praise them for winning 2 against Salernitana. They are rock bottom of the table.
Okay, but hey.
Talking about standards, we should expect more from a team like Juventus. They are the most expensive team in the Serie A.
Absolutely. I mean, the old ladies are very pricey. They are very expensive there. All right, then, but Juventus did win. So let's give them their flowers. Let's give them their flowers.
Well, of course.
Normally, we saw them losing to Atalanta. I did not see them. I expected the game to be a big KG, but hey, they lost. So now let's move on.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to Atlanta. Was there a boost? Because Atlanta seems to be one of the most recent, strongholds now in the Serie A. Talking about their
recent form
performance and recent form, especially how they've been able to qualify for the Champions League consecutively. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. And I think there's a lot. I don't know what magic Gasperini is doing with that side, but it seems to be working.
Yeah. So I think it is worth looking into. Like researchers need to know what is going on at Atlanta that they are doing.
But if we're going to look at it, though, I think if you can, what wins you games is your goal scoring prowess, right? But what wins you titles, I guess, is your defense. What is keeping Atalanta where they are right now, I think, is the fact that they have amazing goal scorers. If you're talking about Zapata and the likes, basically, they come in with so much. Zip Pasalic, all of these guys, really, they come in with.
And are experienced.
Exactly. So
30 years old.
they play really good football. They play really good football. Defensive, I think defensively is where their problems, where their woes lie. They just can't hold on to leads, and I think that's their problem. But goal scoring wise, they've got it in the bag. Okay, now you already brought me to Atalanta, so let's talk about Atalanta, shall we? Atalanta were also in action last night. They did beat Venezia 4-0. Pasalic, Mario Pasalic, the hat-trick hero, scoring 3 goals for Gasperini's men, and Tune Kupminas as well, getting himself on the score sheet. So 4-0 for Atalanta. I think it's good business for a team that knows how to score as much as they do.
Yeah. So, well, you would expect them to score more than 4 goals, especially considering the fact that the last goal came at the 67th minute. Right, you should expect the goal scoring spree to go on, even if they didn't score at all. You don't expect the match to just get buried like that and become silent afterwards, right? So well, they've done well, and that is applaudable, right? And well, I am also seeing Atalanta qualifying for the next season's Champions League if they keep on with this kind of form. If they're able to also fix their defensive issues. Right, they might not see themselves as having defensive issues, considering, the low expectations around the club. You should agree with me that they are currently exceeding the expectations of their fans, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think the fans are expecting them to win the Serie A.
Their fans are not complaining at all with the performance, but if they could look into their defensive issues, then it is going to be a big plus for the team.
Okay, but wait, let me ask you, Tycoon. When you are beating somebody 4-0, what more do you want? Like, do you want to kill them? Like, what do you, now?
Well, I'm just trying to be, I'm just trying to, look into the future. I'm trying to probe into the future. They're probably on the 4th position, which means they miss out on this season's champions, despite having a wonderful season. Why? Because they fail to look into their defense, right? So it's going to be painful, missing out by 1 point at the end of the season.
But
you should understand my concern.
I do get you. I was just kidding. There, let's see if we've just played 14 games for. Okay, 15 games for some sides, 14 for some, but it's just basically like 1/3 of the way into the Serie A season. I think a lot can still change. Let's move on now to Napoli, where they're going to be taking on Sassuolo. Sassuolo rained on AC Milan's party over the weekend. Are we expecting them to also spoil the party for Spalletti's men, or we don't see Napoli? Do you see Napoli dropping points in this particular one?
Against 12th placed Sassuolo.
Sassuolo rained on AC Milan's party, so they can do the same thing to Napoli.
I don't know what's wrong with AC Milan. They seem to not like, when you expect them to have an easy game, they seem to fumble, just like what is currently happening at Liverpool. Excuse me for saying that, but. Right, so looking at Napoli, I think Napoli is a more disciplined team, just having conceded just 7 goals. Having conceded just 7 goals out of the last 14 games, right? So, well, I don't see Sassuolo, taking a point away from Napoli.
Okay, so it's a question of how many goals Napoli can score.
Well, I expect Napoli. I expect Napoli to shoot I expect a 2-goal difference. It should be 3-1. I'm giving Sassuolo a goal because they are born in front of their fans. So I expect Napoli to get a 3-1. In that game.
Okay, let's see what Napoli will be doing. Our very own Victor Osimhen is not going to be in action. He's still going to be out, I think, up until next year, and we wish him safe recovery. Fast and speedy recovery. We cannot wait for him to return. Let's now move on to other action. We're still in the Serie A, of course, where Inter Milan, and so far so good. maybe not where we expect them to be, I guess. I mean, considering the fact that they are the current holders of the Serie A title, they're going to be taking on Spezia at the San Siro. Who do we see Inter Milan taking this one, beating Spezia like as if they stole something in the market, or Spezia just might be shocking Inter?
I expect Inter Milan to beat Spezia as if they stole icon in the market, right? So, but I expect them to beat them. I expect a lot of goals in the game. I'm looking at the 3-0. I'm looking at the 3-0. I'm looking at 3-0 in the game.
Okay, let's see if Inzaghi's men, if Simone Inzaghi's men will be giving you what you're asking for, if we're going to be getting the goals we want. Okay, let's now move on to, we have to talk about the special one. I mean, since we are in Italy, we have to talk about the special one. Bologna will be taking on Roma. AS Roma seem to be quite okay form, okay, sitting pretty at number 5. Tammy Abraham seems to be in amazing goal scoring form. What are we expecting from Roma? What are we expecting from Bologna?
Well, Jose Mourinho since taking over Roma, has had some. Well, I would say this is not a typical Mourinho that we used to know, but he's trying at least. Sitting currently on the 5th and playing Bologna, right? So I don't. Looking at this game is having draw written all over it. I'm seeing 1-1 in this fixture. I'm seeing 1-1. Bologna is at home and Roma is playing the win. Right, then looking at the standings, Roma has not really, Roma does not have an excellent away form. They are currently on the outlook. They are currently the 8th team on the table, right? So we shouldn't expect much into this fixture from Roma, right? It's not going to pass like their normal, game.
Okay, so you're not expecting so much from Roma. 1-1 is what Tycoon is saying that the special one will be giving us. No wahala. Let's now move on to the team of the man that has the 7 Ballon d'Or. I'm talking about Paris Saint-Germain. PSG is their name. They're going to be taking on Nice, but I don't think Lionel Messi will be featuring for them, though. He's currently out with an illness, so we wish him speedy recovery. But, I mean, it seems as though it's a question of when PSG will be lifting the title. It seems as though this particular title is their own. It's calling their name. I mean, how are you 12 points ahead of your closest rivals, Azazao? So, but wait, are you expecting Nice? I mean, Nice currently sits in 3rd place right now with 26 points, and Paris Saint-Germain with 40 points from 15 games played. Are you expecting Nice to shock Pochettino's men, or is Paris Saint-Germain all the way?
Well, okay. PSG is I don't expect Nice to be able to have to beat PSG in this game at all. Right. So even if PSG is playing, it's not playing at the highest level, right? I still do not see Nice taking a point away from Paris. Right now, the absence of Messi is not should that be considered a loss, considering he has contributed in his last game. He had 3 assists, but since he's joined PSG, he's only managed a single goal in the League One. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I don't think Messi's absence is going to have any negative impact. It's going to have it's not going to have much impact on the Paris Saint-Germain team. They start studying and they are far ahead of the.
But I couldn't. They're going to be without Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain are going to be without Neymar. They're going to be without Messi as well. I think it's a loss, really.
But they have Mbappe.
Yes.
And they have Idrissa Gueye.
They've got Di Maria as well, and Verratti and the other guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have Hakimi too as well, right? So that's enough to roast Nice now.
Okay, well, let's see if Nice will be made into some interesting roast there, like you said. Okay, let's see. I mean, I think it's going to be shocking, though, if Paris Saint-Germain do draw points against Nice, but hey, it's football.
going to be shocking.
It's football, though. Anything.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm ready for the surprises. I'm ready for the shocks. Just keep it coming. Now let's. I think we've done justice really to the big boys who are going to be in action, from the Premier League to the La Liga, to the Serie A, and now to the Ligue 1. So let's take a couple of fans' reaction now. Shall we? I've got Ayomide from Ojedu Bega saying that. I think it was a daylight robbery. I think it should have been Lewandowski winning the Ballon d'Or. 2020, it was robbed, courtesy the fact that the award did not hold, and now, but big ups to Messi, though, at least. He did something for Argentina. Let's take another reaction. I have Sheung from Aja. Sheung is saying that big ups to Messi. Can you beat that 7 times? And I was actually surprised that Ronaldo finished out of the top 3 for the first time since 2010. Okay, I don't think people are shocked so much, but please, Messi has collected the title. Can we please move on?
Well, how was Ronaldo able to leapfrog Salah right on the block? Well,
if you ask me now, who I go ask, I don't know.
Well, it's because of the system. This voting has been used to. I mean, it's because of the system, right? I think the systems will still need to be reviewed as time goes on. We never can tell, but there's a lot of the current way of determining who the winner is can give a lot of room for manipulation of the final results, because it is not something to be heard about that only 2 players have won the last. Can I say only 2 players have won the last, apart from Modric, right? The last World Cup that was played in 2020. Is that correct?
World Cup 2018.
Was it 2018? Oh yeah, 2018. Apart from Modric, that won the 2019 Ballon d'Or. Right? That's always been between Ronaldo and Messi. It's really boring. Can they tell us no other players has performed at least?
But in fairness, really, I think it absolutely has been. It's been Messi and Ronaldo. They've just been passing the baton from thrashing in. It is because of Messi and Ronaldo that when a player scores about 34, 35 goals in a season across different competitions, we claim it's not such a big deal. It's because of these guys. When people average 50 plus goals per season, like on a regular, they've raised the bar so high. It makes it difficult for other players to keep up, really. I think that's what it is. Let me take 2 more reactions from our fans. I have Ailabi, Taikun. My name is Tayo from Egbeda. Mendy was clearly robbed. Donnarumma winning the Yashin Award was a daylight robbery. Okay, I think some Chelsea people right there. I have another reaction, says, I Omolabake, I Taikun. My name is Nonso from Owerri. It's funny that the Ballon d'Or keeps making it look like the Ballon d'Or award was made for Messi. Okay, there. I mean, it's not me. I did not organize the award. So big ups to the guys who won. They've won it already. Let's see if we're going to be having new winners in the consecutive award ceremony. We still have the FIFA best though. So let's see if we're going to be having changes in that one, or it's still going to be status quo remains the same. Thank you so much, Tycoon, for doing this with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did on the show.
Yeah, of course, I do. I really enjoyed it. It was so nice to be, on the show on today's episode. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. I mean, it's football, right? We never get tired. Especially me right now. I'm in football, everyone. So you have Premier League games, Serie A games, La Liga games over the week, last weekend, and now we're talking about games as well, midweek action. So it's football, everyone. That's what I have. And Saturday, Sunday, we still have actions as well. Beautiful Champions League action again next week. I live for this particular one. That's how I love it. Just keep it coming. And I hope you guys will continue to enjoy this beautiful round leather game of football. Life is way too short not to experience football, like I always say. But make sure you stay safe while you are at it. I mean, what's life without football? I don't want to imagine it. Stay safe, all right? It's very important. Get vaccinated. Go and get your vaccine. Ensure that you wash your hands properly, all right, with soap and water for at least 30 seconds. If you cannot get that, ensure that you use your hand sanitizers. You can get the small bottles that can tuck in your bags and briefcases, wherever it is you're going to. Ensure that you don't touch your face, don't shake hands. We can be doing our shaking of hands, maybe from a distance, do you understand? Do not do physical touching, yeah? That kind of, or you talk not air knuckles, yeah, that one, air knuckles, air kisses, air everything, but be careful, oh, COVID day around. COVID Omicron is the one reigning now. Please, just stay safe. That's all I can tell you. Stay safe, all right? Ensure that you're responsible on the roads as well, okay? We're in the Ember months. Oh, did I tell you guys? Happy new month. It is December. Quite a number of people will be traveling. Wherever it is you're going to, be responsible. If you're holding the steering wheel, make sure you're responsible. Passengers as well, wear your seatbelt. It's not for fashion. It's not a prop. It's not for decoration. Safety first at all times. Till I come your way again, I remain your girl, Omola Bakeradi, and I'm saying keep it locked right here on CTV. Stay safe, stay blessed, and bye for now.